Hello, my name is Corey, and I am the GM, editor, and social media manager for Stellar Tales: The Moonshine Engine. I've known these people for a couple years now. We met in a West Marches server called Fading Forest that I used to run, and Mo actually used to help me manage, as did my girlfriend Emily. Ian used to be a DM in that server for me, and then Danny and Zach were both just really good, dedicated players for me, so kind of stuck around with them, and we ended up becoming friends, and here we are now starting a D&D actual play podcast together, so I'm very excited about this. A little bit about me. I got my start in D&D in one of my friends' basements with another one of our friends' dad's duffel bag full of AD&D and second D&D books. So I got to live through the whole playing in a dingy basement in my friend's parents' house, and oh man, it was good times. Had my first quote-unquote successful campaign in that basement. Made a lot of mistakes in that basement, some of which could have probably ended up on RPG horror stories, to be honest with you, but eventually graduated from doing that to running games at a local game store before I moved across state and don't really have a local game store around here anymore, so I'm doing most of my D&D online these days. In total, we're looking probably somewhere in the ballpark of 12 to 15 years, something like that. I've kind of lost track, to be honest. Most of that time, though, I've been a DM, so I consider myself decent enough. Stellar Tales is not going to be a PG-rated podcast. We are going to have some swearing, we're going to have a lot of drug and alcohol references, we're going to have some adult themes, shit like that, so keep that in mind when you're listening in so you don't get super offended over anything or anything like that. Of course, each episode is going to have a content warning at the beginning of it, as well as in the descriptions. The show itself is going to be out just about every major podcasting platform. I gotta do a little bit more digging, but we're probably gonna run it through Spotify for podcasters or Spotify for creators. It used to be Anchor. That's what I used to run one of my old podcasts through that we're not going to get into, to be honest with you here. But I don't know. I feel like I've already talked a whole lot, so hopefully you guys will be very interested in seeing what we end up doing. Keep in mind, we are not a professional group. We're just a group of friends that like to, play D&D together. And I think that our group dynamic is good enough that we could do a podcast with it. So we'll see where it goes and where it takes us. And I know a few of you people from social media are doing your best to help me succeed. So I want to, come out here and say vocally, thank you. Word of mouth is kind of the only way a podcast can grow, so I'm hoping that we can get some more of that. In the meantime, go ahead and follow on the Instagram, the Stellar Tales Pod at Instagram. And I don't know, we'll see you in space.